A lot of stuff happened today regarding leaks around College Football 25, including the standard edition cover leaking and the game's soundtrack and some clips of that. So make sure you stick around as I go into each of these and show you exactly what everything has happened in the past couple of days. The first thing I'm going to cover is the standard edition cover. You can see right here there are 3 people on it: Quinn Ewers, Donovan Edwards, and Travis Hunter. I just want to go over real quick why I think each player was selected to be on the cover. And first, Quinn Ewers obviously makes sense. He's a quarterback, he's very popular and famous in the college football world, Carson Beck doesn't make a lot of sense because for some reason people don't like him very much. They don't think he's that cool or whatever you want to say, just from what I've been hearing. But I definitely think Quinn Ewers makes a lot of sense for, the quarterback. And then Shedeur Sanders doesn't make sense because of Travis Hunter. Obviously, if Travis Hunter wasn't on it, I would expect Shedeur to be there 100%. But obviously, Travis Hunter is probably one of the most hyped up players in the whole league at this point. So it makes obviously a ton of sense that he would be front and center on the cover because, everyone loves him and everyone can't wait to play with him in College Football 25. For me, Donovan Edwards feels the most out of place on this cover just because there are better players like, Ollie Gordon than Donovan Edwards, and I can get that their angle was, they just won the national championship. Michigan did, so they're going to put a player, and obviously he's probably the most hyped up player that's still on Michigan after everything went down, but I definitely think they could have put someone like Ollie Gordon, like I mentioned, or Emeka Egbuka on the cover, someone with more hype, and I definitely think someone with a little more talent. But at the end of the day, I am an Ohio State fan, so maybe take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I might be a little biased. But moving on to the next topic. For most of you guys, this is probably late news anyway, but I'm going to say it for those that haven't heard. The deluxe cover leaked a couple days ago. Here it is if for some reason you haven't seen it, but I wanted it included anyway because it kind of ties in with what we just saw right now, is because obviously the 3 main people on the deluxe cover are Quinn Ewers, Donovan Edwards, and Travis Hunter, which makes sense because those are probably going to be the guys that are, the star players in this game, where they're going to be, the ones walking you through. You've seen on FIFA and Madden where you have those players that are telling you how to learn the ropes and stuff, if you can kind of understand what I mean right there. But I definitely think the deluxe cover and standard edition cover go along pretty nicely. It makes sense that deluxe has a lot more players and all that stuff, and then standard, just the 3 of them kind of staring at the camera. Once again, I want to go over that I do believe the reveal will have these confirmed. Obviously these are leaks, so at the end of the day they're probably confirmed, but they're not 100%. We haven't heard EA explicitly state that these are the covers, so that's what we're going to probably see tomorrow. One thing I want to mention is I don't know how EA is so, a big, large company, and they keep letting these covers leaks, and maybe I'm being kind of stupid and there's probably some holes that I'm not thinking about, but is it really that hard to, keep these, PlayStation Store or whatever from, posting it before it's released? I don't know exactly how the standard edition cover leaked just today, but is it really that hard to keep your, covers in order when you have a reveal coming out the next day? That's just what I wanted to say. I'm not saying EA is a bad company because, they're careless and all this stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like they could have done a way better job of, keeping these secrets out from the public. But other than that, they've really kind of kept a seal on all these leaks. We haven't really seen a whole lot of gameplay leaks, more just pictures and random, graphics like the Notre Dame image. Enough about, these random covers and EA Sports and yada yada yada. In the title, it says that there is a soundtrack leak, and for the most part, that's true. This clip came out today, and it's not even really a leak. It was just posted. Maybe it was a leak, but I'm gonna play it for you right now, and then I'm gonna talk about it right afterwards.
Every great franchise comes a great, sticky, memorable theme. Whether that be in film, television, or games themselves. And the one thing that, frankly, we lacked in the previous iterations of college football at EA was something that was so memorable that you would know it, hear it, and hum it even after you were playing the game.
Just one more, please. We love the energy, everybody. We really do.
We have spent 10 plus years, over a decade, building what has now become the #1 place to record for film and TV and games in North America, and certainly neck on neck with the other most incredible place in the world to do that, which is London. So London and Nashville are the leaders in this space. I mean, the music is recorded, here, sometimes partially, sometimes in its entirety. This has become the place.
The first thing I noticed when I watched this for the first time was that he mentioned how NCAA 14 and the previous iterations really didn't have a memorable soundtrack. And I'm not going to say that the songs were like perfect, but when you load into the game, you hear that, the band similar to what we just saw, and I can kind of think of it in my head. I wouldn't say it's a bad song, but if they're saying that, they're cooking up some crazy, orchestra beat, fight song beat that they're gonna put in the background when they, load into the game, and it's gonna be the background music, that would be amazing. Watching this video really, just made me hype for this game. A lot of people say that, but it's really true. Like when I see, all this effort that's being put into it, I just can't wait to see the full product come out in July and finally play it after, 11 years of waiting for a new game. Another thing you guys might not have noticed, which I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but on the sheet music you can see it says NCAA College Football 24 or just College Football 24, which I think is a kind of strange thing. That probably means they've been working on it for the last 2 years, and on the other hand, it means that they thought that they were going to release the game last year when they were making this music and when they wrote that sheet music. So who knows when this video is actually filmed. It could have been 2021, 2022, and at that point they actually thought they were going to come out with a game last year in the summer. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking too much, but it is what it is. Maybe you can take something from that if I pointed it out to you. And then finally going on to the reveal, obviously I did a whole video on it already. You can go watch it if you want to. But I definitely think the covers will be one of the, main events, I guess you could say. I hope there's gameplay like I've mentioned before, because that's my #1 on the list. Playing the game is playing the game. You have to have good gameplay. But it's going to be tomorrow at 11, so I will be in school. But I'll definitely try to make a video tomorrow dissecting it. Maybe not just, the reveal of it, but looking deeper into it. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow night. But thank you for watching if you made it this far. These leaks were crazy today. This is probably the best leak day we've had in a very, very long time. But if you did watch this far, thank you so much. Make sure to come back tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one. Let's watch the reveal at 11. Let's go.